America. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the show. Have come storming out of the gate this season. And for more on this fast start, let's check in with our field reporter Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, many believed coming into the season that this team was one to watch. But I don't think many saw this coming. They've been absolutely dominating. Now, I'm told that in spring training, their manager talked about making an early season statement to their fans and to the rest of the league. Well, they expect to be a major factor in this year's pennant race. Message received, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. Now the Tigers have some action in the bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1. So here's Yohan Moncada. Lifetime numbers against Matt Boyd. He's a .333 hitter. He also has 1 home run. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. All set to start the 9th in this one, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Akil Baddoo. And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame. Now to the plate, Nico Goodrum, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box. In the dirt here, and just what they wanted offensively as the runner moves into scoring position.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a 1-run game, so that's a little risky. But hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
A ball and a strike now. Now the 1-1 pitch. Looked at for ball number 2. To 2-2 now.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Tigers' designated hitter.
This would be an absolute terrible start to the inning. After drilling the first guy, you can't...
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. And the sinking fastball pulled strike 3, and that's out number 1.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
Harold Castro comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Liner towards second. One there. Back to first, but it's right by him. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Well, when this play started, it all looked good. They get the lead runner, no problem, but he just doesn't make the return throw, and the hitter ends up safely at second. Not the result they were hoping for on what should have been a nice double play.
Miguel Cabrera stands in as he swings and misses for strike one. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Tigers get just the one. Daniel Norris is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth. So here's Jose Abreu. The head-to-head numbers with Daniel Norris. He has an even 10 hits in 20 at-bats. 2 of those hits were for home runs. 1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
2-1 the count to the White Sox first baseman.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So with that, the White Sox put their leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
The next batter will be Luis Robert, and it's fouled away. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. From the belt, kicks and deals. Squaring to bunt, but this is a foul ball. Abreu on at first, nobody out. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
Well, these guys haven't had too many opportunities yet to test the running game in this one, so they could decide to put a man in motion right here.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down. So a runner at first now with 1 away. And up next, the switch-hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. From the belt, the pitch. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Fouled away.
Yeah.
And prior to the 0-2, will move to first. And he'll get back in safely. Off-speed pitch, and there is strike 3 called. And boy, that zone just got a bit larger. 2 away. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
He's set and the pitch. Now a line drive here is caught. And if that's not symptomatic of the way this one's gone, the ball game is over. So they miss an opportunity to add to an already impressive win tally early this season.
And this one could really have sent their confidence sky high, Matty. But hey, you can't win them all, and I won't be surprised to see them bounce back from this one really quick.
Yeah, they certainly had an opportunity to win this one. But I'll tell you, despite the loss today, this team has been very impressive so far. Really doing a lot of things well.
I'll go with you.
We need to stretch. Mama the truth, playing it cool, wipe out the sweat. Get in the zone, king on the throne, I'm about to flex. Homing I'm thrown and by their opponent, show me who next. Play in the field, look alive. Slide, die, line drive like Dion on prime time. I'm 0'd in, why bun down when I settle in, I break ground. Feel the bass when you not around. Golden glove with a triple crown, I raise the ring cause I hold it down. I'm about to chase, money in case, clean the base. Pick up the pace, I'm out to chase, money in case, clean up base. Got a convoy if you got it, ain't no stopping on the go. Got a convoy if you got it, going live, good at the show. Got a convoy if you got it, ain't no stopping on the go. Got a convoy if you got it, going live, good at the show. Pick up the pace, 2 scene ain't enough, 4 top team is us. Man on first, on second, on third, I'ma have to clean it up. I done went yard, they ball gone, the alien beamed it up. That contract, they want me back. I'ma have to green it up like Ben Way Wall. Really feel fine. Worried about y'all, it's just my time. I got my swing right, that's a green light. That's just my sign. This what a ring like. If you missed out, better press rewind. I'm just a hot like real. To do what I do takes skill. I'm about to chase. Money in case. Clean up base. Pick up the pace. I'm about to chase. Money in case. Clean up base. Got a convoy if you got it. Ain't no stopping on the go. Got a convoy if you got it. Going live, good at the show. Got a convoy if you got it. Ain't no stopping on the go. Got a convoy if you got it. Going live, good at the show. Feel the pace.
I have Dr. Ken either. I don't think he's even in this one. It's because he's. I don't think he knows. Well, I'm sure he knows about this one, but I don't think he has the roles.
Ruknadodor is the new
I don't
man
even watch
on the
Ken anymore
squad, and
since
he
he made
finds
the move to the
himself
team.
in the starting lineup after they went out and dealt for him.
I don't even watch Ken like that because he's on the tube now.
Ruknadodor now. And as we previewed before, this is his first at-bat with his new club. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
That's the ball.
And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they do come in off a victory last time out, but they've really hit the skids here recently. Losers of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, for me, I'm going to go off script here. I think one of the keys to winning this game, I get it, the pitcher has to throw strikes, the offense has to show up, but I need more energy, more focus. I need guys flying around. I need guys looking like they want to win a ball game.
They did a Twitter Spaces today about the beta.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
Oh, I don't know.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Well, no one really likes getting plunked by a pitch, but as long as it doesn't do too much damage, most guys will take it any day. A free pass can be a big deal if the guys behind you can make it hurt for the pitcher.
So now the pitcher, Dylan Cease. This is a textbook sacrifice situation, so let's see if that's the call. Here comes the 1-2. It's going to be a sacrifice attempt as he gets it down.
You're here.
And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Time for a look at the Cincinnati Reds on deck. And let's focus our attention on first baseman Joey Votto. I don't think this guy gets enough credit for his defense because he's so dynamic on the offensive side, but one of the most prepared players in our sport, and half of that is definitely attributed to the defensive side of the ball.
And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score. Next to hit is Adam Eaton, runner in scoring position with two gone. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's a 3-0 game.
Well, we've already had some hard-hit balls in the first 2 innings here, and here's another one. Absolutely jumped off his bat and into the outfield, bringing another run home here in the early going.
So here is Tyler Naquin.
That is good. The center fielder, Tyler.
1-1 home.
Naquin.
Popped him up. Odor is there, and he makes the catch for the second out. Striding in is Odor. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one.
I'm interested to see how focused their ABs will be playing with this lead. I think this needs to be a little bit of a smell blood inning. Keep the fire rolling. I know it's early, but keep the pressure going. Swinging the bat's nice.
Hey, come on now. One time right here.
Yeah.
The 0-1 pitch. And this is looked at for a ball. It's 1-1 now to the White Sox second baseman.
Nice and patient, one at a time.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
Right side, hit hard, reined in. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th. So here's the left-handed bat of Odor. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Hey, see it. Drive it.
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Grandal on second. Vaughn on at first with 2 down. Fouled off.
Hey, get your pitch, driving.
Here comes the 1-2. Gets him looking up around the letters. White Sox. So now to the plate, Odor. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
Get your pitches driving. Let's go, big guy. Your spot.
In tight with the sinker, ball 2.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Antone throws what many consider to be one of the better power sinkers in the game. He throws it very hard, and you really don't have to squint to see it drop right off the table.
Hey, I've talked to a lot of guys around the league that hit off this guy, and they say it's like trying to hit a bowling ball. It's a heavy ball with heavy sink. If you make contact, it feels like you're hitting a bowling ball. This guy has one of the best.
So 1 away here in the Reds' half of the 8th. And standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. Live, but speared on a hop. On to first, and Votto's gone for out number 2.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
From the stretch. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, get a good one. Get a good rip on it, huh? Here we go.
Ready with the 0-1. They couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that will be ruled a strike.
Hey, let her rip. Let her rip. Let's go.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. It was a rough start to his tenure with his new squad today as he looked all kinds of lost at the plate.
No doubt. Maybe he was pressing a little bit, trying to impress his new boys, justify the investment they made in him. His coaches will try to get him back on track and contributing going forward.
Street in it, pair of Chucks got my feet in it, whole pound, no 6 in it, bring the Khalifa cone, I put the fees in it, KK got the whole place lit up, hit the switch, make my 6'2" sit up, I know you sick, don't spit up, tell homegirl if I can't, she gotta get up. Don't you see them?
Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that.
Seat in the back, supposed to be the front. Say it's too loud, still turning up. Why you all in my face? I don't give a. She ride shotgun, try and give me some. Oh, there you go again. Rolling up, putting it on the floor again. A nice day, I might roll to the stove again and let y'all see the whip. Get a whip, hit a switch, get a.
What the fuck? Now I'm playing in a. Now I'm playing in a minor league game. This was crazy.
Say she wanna ride with us, then ride with us. Say she wanna roll with us, then roll with us. Say she wanna ride with us, then ride with us.
Yeah.
I know you've been hanging, and I know.
We're down in the minor leagues for this one, and one player in particular has drawn the eye of the front office. They've sent some evaluators down to get a closer look and see if he can help the big league clubs sooner rather than later.
You know, Matty, a prospect that comes up and performs right away is so valuable.
Batting third, the left fielder, Julio Herrera.
This is skied out toward right.
Whoa. 2.
And there's out number 2 as this is taken in shy of the track, and the runner will have to retreat.
Hey, no runner. Eat it.
New inning set to get underway, and set to go as the third baseman, Willie Yan. The 1-1 home. Fly ball out toward right field. Rutherford moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. So next to bat will be Tyler Nevin, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Rutherford able to track it down for the third out. So now here is Blake Rutherford looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. First pitch on its way. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees so you can get it.
Next in at the plate is Blake Rutherford. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
This is when you got to get selfish. You cannot get complacent or overconfident right here. These days don't happen often. When you got your foot on the accelerator and the entire offense is feeling pretty good, get greedy and keep getting knocks and putting pressure on the defense.
This one's flared out toward left, and that's in there. Base hit.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Next up is Chauncey Lyle. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Soft liner to the right side. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Boy, not the prettiest of swings, D'Lo. That looked a little bit from the Vladimir Guerrero book, but nonetheless, he got the job done.
Yeah, a little choking poke right there. He flipped the bat out there and was able to find a little empty green grass. Not pretty, but he'll take it.
On to first, and they get them both. Next to stand in is Xavier Fernandez, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And a snap throw back to third. Almost a disaster there, but he's in safely. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Pereira is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out of potential trouble. So nothing doing here after the 6-run outburst the inning before. So now into the box is Kyle Stowers. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He pulls this one into right. Rutherford is there, 1 away.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but...
Next, it'll be Blake Rutherford. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Rip it up.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
He's going to find out quickly. Guys are even more selective up here in AAA.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. 2 out, nobody on. Starting to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Julio Pereira. Skied into straightaway right. Rutherford is there to put it away for out number 1. Now at the plate, here is Blake Rutherford. Struck out in his last trip to the plate. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single. Digging in will be Chauncey Lyle. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And he misses with that one, ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only 1 away. Ready now is Samir Duenas. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. This is popped up. Vavra over to his right. Throw back to second, and that's a double play.
This was just a nice win for these guys. They did most of their damage in that big second inning and did what they had to the rest of the way to secure this win.
Welcome to the land of the permanent sun, where the flowers are melted and the future is fun. The freeway lizards are my feeling so good on the one-way trip back to West Hollywood. Let's go. I feel so good to have a perfect song. I feel so good to be in total control. I feel so good to have a perfect song. I feel so good to be in total control. There were spotlights flying
Blake Rutherford finds himself in the starting lineup today. They decided to call him up in the hopes that he can provide the spark they're looking for.
Let's not put too much pressure on this guy just yet, Matty V. I don't think they're expecting him to be an MVP just yet, but they definitely think he has what it takes to be a major contributor on this club.
Yeah, he's just got to provide solid, fundamentally sound at bats, Dan. Don't get outside yourself. Don't let the moment get to you. Just do your job up there.
So now here is Max Kepler, and we are set for baseball here this evening. This is in the air out to right field. Rutherford is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Okay, guys, here's how the Southsiders are lining up on D today. And I'm going to focus today on Tim Anderson. And when I say...
Next in at the plate is Blake Rutherford. And as we previewed before, this is his first at-bat with his new club. But unfortunately, right at the shortstop for the second out. Next up, Mitch Garver. And he's been a tough out these past couple of weeks as the numbers there tell you the whole story. 3-1 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And he will pull into second with a two-out double.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Set and the 1-1 pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Rutherford is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So the next to bat will be Mitch Garver. Ready to deliver the 1-2. High in the air down the right field line. Rutherford will drift over to his left a few steps as he takes it for the second out. To first as he thinks better of trying to move up. Stepping in once again is Blake Rutherford. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
And that was one of the hardest hit balls they've had all game, Matty. It's been a pretty feeble effort by his teammates on the offensive side.
Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12 to 10 and 9 to 8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Ready now for the White Sox. Blake Rutherford, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. First offering on its way. And they'll try to bunt that man to second, but this one kicks foul. Set to deliver the 0-1. On attempt misses. The throw down. Well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. So they still haven't picked up an extra base hit in this one, but that stolen base at least gets him a guy in scoring position.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what the manager was thinking there, Matt. Hey, if we aren't driving the ball with any authority today, we need to make something happen in a different way. They only need a single to the outfield now to push a run across.
The White Sox got an inauspicious debut from their recently promoted prospect as he looked a bit lost at the plate today.
Yeah, he did. When you call up a top prospect mid-season, you expect some growing pains. Still, you have to think you were hoping for a little more in his first outing in the bigs. Good news is, he didn't come up to ride the pine. He'll have plenty of chances to make an impact for this team.
Joel would know. He pays for it on Roto Grinders.
No sé cuál me voy, el ferro, el Porsche, la C3 o el Rolls Royce. El bote parqueado en San Croix, viviendo la vida como si se va a acabar hoy. Yo, tranquilo en la mía es que estoy. El Richard Zafiro, Dios más los bendiga. Mis hijos no nacen otros como Floyd. Las baby le llegan, los míos al día no le falta nada. Las guaguas son negras, están todas blindadas. Tu ronca allá afuera, aquí tú no eres nada. Es que mi tiempo me vale dinero. No te asustes si te enseño todos los ceros. La vida me bendijo porque me mero. Soy mi jefe, so hago lo que yo quiero. Aquí arriba no llegan, tú sabes que aquí es real. Mere, me venga a frontear. Preguntarle al banquero, son 3 melones semanal. No existe quien me va a parar. Se juntaron todos para quererme frenar. Saludo en la federal y en la estatal. Cambiaste las válvulas ya que pueden barbulear. Yo sé que no va a cambiar. Los que se viraron que le vaya mal.
Okay, Rebecca, we're gonna beat you guys.
Los palos son legales. Las cortas están digitales. Los roles, los out de mal. La caja nunca para eso no. Y las baby le llegan. Los míos al día no le falta nada. Las guaguas son negras, están todas blindadas. Tu ronca allá afuera y tú no eres nada. Aquí arriba no llega.
Well, as teams do these days, Luis Robert. The next batter will be Luis Robert, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. First pitch on its way. That's yanked into the stands, strike one. Eaton at second, Moncada at first, 2 out in the inning. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, it's always a nice way to finish off a weekend. You win a big game on Saturday. To close it off with a win here and a sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club. Now 2-2. This is the pitch where you want to attack the zone. If you go 3-2, then you put the runners in motion.
This one is launched. Look at this. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning.
Boom.
So a 3-run shot to left center. 8th home run on the season for him. And the Sox are move out in front now, 3-0.
That's how the manager drew it up right there. Hold the visiting team scoreless and then grab a huge home run in the first.
Now to bat, Hanser Alberto. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Into center field, line drive base hit. Perez rounds the corner and is headed home. And a relay home, and not in time as the run scores. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And in to bat next is Luis Robert. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
Hey, watch out. This hitter's got one thing on his mind.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
One time.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has...
All set for the start of the inning, and set to go is the second baseman, Hanser Alberto. And here's a ball out towards straightaway center field. Center fielder on the run. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. So next to the plate for the Royals, Nicky Lopez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. High fly ball out to straightaway center. He's under it, and that ends the inning. Royals. The batter will be Luis Robert. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Now the first pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Now he turns and smokes this one into deep center field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. The relay not in time, and he's in there with a double.
He Obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's set. Here's the 3-2. It's taken for ball 4. The throw right there, and he is out trying to take third. Up next for Chicago, Luis Robert for his career in this matchup. He's 2 for 4. He's taken him deep once. Here's the first pitch to him. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
For most people, being down 0-1 would seem like a lot, but this guy is such a good hitter. He doesn't care going deep in the count. He's got runners on base. He has a game plan every time he comes to the plate. Let's see how this one plays out.
Hey, one time, right now. All right, come on now. One time. That's fly.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. Well, with a chance to reflect on this one, Robert turned in a nice performance at the plate, guys.
Yeah, no doubt. We mentioned earlier how important he is to this club. It's contributions like this one today, if turned in consistently over the long haul, can really have a huge impact on this ball club, assuming everyone else is holding up their end of the bargain. I look forward to seeing some more of the same from him in the future, and I know they do as well.
The Palos have had some ups and some downs in the early going this year and find themselves still hovering around the 500 mark. For more on that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, many were expecting this club to be a serious contender this season. Now, there is still time to make that happen, but so far they've been just okay. These players believe they can do better. They know that a strong month of June could find them in the thick of the race, while another stretch of mediocrity could find them drifting out of the postseason conversation. It'll be interesting to see which way it goes.
All right, Heidi, thank you. And he may have thought something was on here as he stepped off to look back to first. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making them work for this one.
Taken called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
And this guy's got some of the nastiest stuff in the game. It is absolutely no fun for an offense to try and piece together any type of attack when he's throwing this stuff.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Last chance for the Yankees. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. So another game is in the books. Guys, what do you make of where things stand around the league as we head into June?
Matt, we are at the point in the season where certain teams have seized the mantle of front runner. If you are on one of those pace setters, you are looking to keep your stride, and if you're not, then you're trying to keep an eye on who's out in front of you and see if you can either cut into that lead or at least keep pace and not be left in the dust.
Totally agree. This is usually the time when we start to see teams separating themselves a little bit, but there's a lot of season left at the same time.
just one last ride. Gravity's pulling me down. This time I got myself found, but just before I turn out the lights, tonight I feel stopping for nothing. My devil is dead into oblivion. I had it coming, too close to the sun, into oblivion. Visions of the future, crystal inside. My personal apocalypse finally arrived. Just a feather in that weather. Yeah, lost in the wild. Won't live like this forever. Putting my world to rights. Tonight I feel stopping for nothing. My devil is dead into oblivion. I had it coming, too close to the sun, into oblivion.
The White Sox already made one critical call up this season, and they've added another today as he makes the start on the mound for them in this one.
You know, Matt, more and more teams are turning to young arms these days, and he's just the latest example of that. How he pitches today could determine how long he stays up in the bigs.
Yeah, and you know that's in the back of his mind right now, boys. Lots to take in, but your future is won or lost on the bump today.
That brings in Tommy Edman, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off for the Cardinals,
Nobody's out here.
the right fielder, number 19, Tommy Edman.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Popped into the air, back behind second. Madrigal is under it, 1 out. And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt as we take a look at the splits between April and May. Ball one. Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty B, we've got a team here that's been playing some pretty good baseball. They're not quite in first place yet, D-Row, but they're playing good, and they'd like to stay competitive through the month of May.
Yeah, they've played okay. Let's be honest. They've hit okay. They've pitched okay. They're capable of much better than this, but it's early. We find ourselves just in the early phases of May. Ride it out and find a way to get hot. I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And this one will bounce into the wall. Around second now and headed for third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
And that triple could not have come at a better time. The team has really struggled the last few games trying to get over the hump, and they're looking for any...
Now, meanwhile here, this ball's hit fairly well down that left field line, and it's going to stay fair. It's a home run.
As soon as this thing left the bat, you knew it had the distance to get out of here. The only question was whether it was going to stay fair or not. And that question was answered with a resounding doink as it caromed off the foul pole for a homer.
And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Madrigal ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Dylan Carlson. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit hard on the ground at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Cardinals lead it 2-0. Second inning set to go, and that'll bring in the Illinois State product, Paul DeYoung.
For me, this is an important add-on inning here. Their little lead is cute. I like it, but keeping the pressure on, building that lead, that's how you bury someone.
And now the first pitch.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Hey, nobody out now.
Lifted into the air out towards center field. Robert is right there, one down. Next to bat for St. Louis, Tyler O'Neill. He was hitless in the shutout last night. Here's the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are two away now.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
Standing in now, John Nagowski. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive.
2 down, 2 down.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even...
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Back with Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as the TCU product. The left-handed hitting Matt Carpenter is the first to bat in the inning. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Matt Carpenter is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. Can't connect there. It's 2-2.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Lifted in the air to center field. Robert is there. 2 gone. Now into the box, Paul Goldschmidt. He smacked a triple and later scored his first time around. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
Now, look out as that pitch sends him tumbling to the ground. 3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Into the windup and the pitch. That one's in there. 3-1.
Gotta believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
Here's a look now. The pitch. Nolan Arenado stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Goldschmidt leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Into the corner and slicing foul. Slow roller left side. Barehanded at his knees. And give it up on a phenomenal play to retire the side. So no. Now to the plate, here is Yadier Molina. Flew out last time up. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Oh, that pitch is up.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And that's too high. Ball 2.
Hey, plays at 1 now.
Two and 1 the count. Two and 2 to the Cardinals catcher.
2-2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Engel moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Next, it'll be Dylan Carlson. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Hot shot on the ground is short, and there are 2 away now. And stepping in, Paul DeYoung flew out in his only at-bat so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And there's ball 2 now.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
And it's fouled away. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. So they're on top 2-0. Now it'll be Tyler O'Neill. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do. You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. Weekly hit to third. He's got to hurry. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Next will be the designated hitter, John Nogowski. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play. Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And another foul ball. Fouled away. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Now another another 0-2. Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
2 runs on 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Again, another foul ball.
One down now, 1 down.
Fouled off.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
Again, a 1-2. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
Struck out in his first at-bat. A 1 pitch on its way. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Big swing by Carpenter, and this is out to deep right. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning.
Well, he had him dead to rights at 0-2. Instead of making him chase a pitch and waste a pitch or 2, he served one up and paid for it dearly. That is one tough pill to swallow.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 home is taken for ball 2. And he fouls this one off. Now this ball is drilled again to the right field corner. Engel finds some space out there for the catch to retire. New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Gets ahead of him here as he got him to swing over the top of this one. And it's fouled away. And now he'll step off as they look for a strikeout pitch. Here's the 0-2. Chopped toward the second baseman. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Nolan Arenado will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, and he hits it hard to the right side. He's got it. Throw over to Abreu is in time, and with it, the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Into the box, Dylan Carlson, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Inside ball.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Come on, guys.
High in the air out to center field.
I got it.
And the 7th inning starts with a fly out here, 1 away. Next to dig in, Paul DeYoung. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away. Next, here is Tyler O'Neill. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. Well, that slider looked like a heater for about 56.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. And it's still 3-1. Matt Foster has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. So, guys, while they took the loss today and he didn't turn in a terrific performance, they're definitely encouraging signs to take away.
Yeah, Matt, you can't judge a young prospect on one start alone, but they're going to need to have better outings from him going forward if he wants to stay here.
Love never meant much to me.